Guys, I'm having issues with the wind reduction microphone that I put on. I must still play a little bit and see which settings is the best. Anyway, extreme boating recorded here at St. Lucia Estuary Beaches, Isimangaliso Wetland Park, KwaZulu-Natal, South Africa. We're launching just north of the Ingwe entrance.
This channel's content is protected by copyright and is not authorized for AI training and data harvesting.
On the launch pad is our favorite 660 XL Puttcat signature series. Ladies and gentlemen, this boat is up for sale. You can contact me for further details. I've got the brochure with all the details. Engine hours, equipment included with me. I can forward you on WhatsApp. Okay, from the angle where I can stand, you guys can see what the Skippers is up against. Long lines of sets washing through. Dark, dirty water that you cannot really see where they stand up. Only when they start breaking you can distinguish the waves. The foam is not that strong today, but they are relevant. It's more lekker coming for a U-turn here, running nicely on its haunches. The two 130 4-stroke Yamahas, absolutely a powerhouse on that vessel. The 660 is composite hull and the deck entirely foam filled with high density foam. The XL is 23.62 imperial feet, and without the extensions it's 21.65 feet. The beam is 2.65 meter. Minimum it's 2x70 horsepower, maximum 2x150 horsepower. Currently this is a very favorable boat overseas, and it exports quite comfortably and easily, especially to Australia. That's why they're so scarce in South Africa on the second-hand market. Unofficial waiting time for Puttcats is 2 years. Smalacker is pushing hard for that backline and is standing up in front of him, but I see he's got a saddle to his right. Experienced skipper, grew up in the area, happy hunting, enjoy the day, and remember to bring me some fish. Next one on the launch pad is 5-star F2406 King Cat by Z-Craft, and yeah, skipper young Matthew Farrell is the skipper today. Two 144-stroke Suzuki's on the back. Quite a powerful powerhouse, but some guys even fit up to 200 horsepower on the back, like you'll see later in the video with shag and release. 150 Yamaha seems to be the favorite here in St. Lucia on the back of the F2406. Not quite available anymore, so if you find them on the second-hand market and it's within your price range, it's highly recommended to buy it. Just make sure that you don't need to replace the deck soon. If the people didn't look after the vessel, stand out a lot of the time outside in the rain, there might be some sponge filling in the deck. Matthew's on the power, he's running for that mid-break. Get over the sandbank. He's going to get his timing perfectly right. Look at that. It takes some judgment and some experience to be able from so far back to guess what the waves is going to do by the time you get there. Well done, Matthew. Happy hunting, enjoy the day. Fill those hatches with great catches. Next one is Blinkwater, one of the new additions here on the St. Lucia F2406. Two 154-stroke Yamahas on the back, and it's Hannes Senior that's the skipper today. Let's see what is he's up to. He's normally making some nice steaks and boerewors up at Stofberg, Blinkwater Slaghuis, Butchery. But today he is going to practice his skipping skills. It's not often that he takes the vessel out. Doesn't get a chance because young Hannes Jr. is very eager to run with the boat. Quick on the power, making sure he's going to get over the sandbank, up and down. He's going to run into that big one. Slow down. Oh, no, you can't turn. Don't turn. That's it. Oh, what you gonna do now? Now you're gonna turn. That's almost too late. Gee whiz. Standing east. There's another one closing up in front of you. I don't know if you can see it, but we can. Whoa, that is way. That's cutting it close. That is cutting it real close. But that. Thank you for my thumbnail. Happy hunting. Enjoy the day. Thank you for my thumbnail. Next one is Mons on Asterix. You will see him coming out behind of Climax now. There's the yellow top coming. It's a 21-foot VCAT with two 104-stroke Suzukis on the back. And the boat is built by Tri Boating. They do two models, the VCAT and the TCAT. I don't know what's the difference. I do know the VCAT do come in a 16-foot, and I've seen it in a 22-foot as well. I must do some research on these VCATs. Once it's a charter operation, guys, if you want to do any bookings, please let me know. Every booking that you do through the channel helps sustain the channel. Whether whatever the skippers give me, sometimes a little bit of cash, sometimes it's fish, but they do support me, so let's show them that bookings is coming from the channel, and please use me to do the bookings. Once it's cut, no, he's not cutting it close, he's turning right there where he needs to turn to get away from those unpredictable ones standing up in the middle of the launch, basically on the sandbank there. There's various sandbanks and channels running out in front here. Of course, the Velosi River came down, the energy of the estuary exiting to the ocean reached all the way to Ingwe Beach. Sounds like looks like Mons has found his line, and he's moving towards the mid-break. I think it's closing up in front of you, Mons. What you gonna do with that one? I'm gonna run parallel with it. Oh, cool. Making a U-turn, about turn, is coming back towards us. Look how beautiful that boat displays in the water. It's a boat that you definitely have to ride on its trims, otherwise you land up nose heavy at the wrong time or nose light at the wrong time. So if you do own a VCAT, please take it to the dam and play with the trim until so that you know where you are. Nice launch, Mons. Happy hunting. Enjoy the day. Next one is Shag and Release. Stewart Worthington F2406 with two 204-stroke Yamahas on the back. At the beginning I got it all wrong with this boat. Now Shag Sticks is a company that produces outriggers. So you guys, if you need outriggers, remember that Shag Sticks is very popular. here on the north coast, all the way into Mozambique. Difficult here on this, the angle that I'm standing. Get a lot of camera shake because my feet are slipping. Just Stewart, that looks very daunting. Patience is a virtue. We've seen that the skippers that's holding back, waiting for the sets to wash through, are the skippers that are usually the most dry. But we cannot teach the skippers from the shore because they don't see what we see, we don't feel what they feel. It's totally a different kettle of fish. You don't know when he has to accelerate because maybe the motors is touching sand, maybe the current is pulling him in the wrong direction. So I've learned not to criticize them, but I do have some salty comments if they do kakan. Anyway, beautiful launch, happy hunting, enjoy the day, fill those hatches with great catches. Next one is Legacy. Zander Kraus is the skipper today of this 830 Carry Cat with two 204-stroke Suzuki's on the back. And it pushes a lot of power, those 200s. And sometimes you need the power, but sometimes the motors create cavitation. It's like a car standing spinning on a wet road. Let's see what the Carry Cat up to today. Zander has got many surfing hours experience. Local youngster that grew up here on the beaches, and also skipper for the NSRI. Oh, that's a nice spray over. Beautiful. I could even use that one for the thumbnail. That's a bit of a late turn. That is a bit of a... No, it's not. With the NSRI, they have to go out in various conditions under extreme severe weather. And he's got a lot of training hours with the NSRI. That is cutting it close. But 2 seconds is a whole lifetime for those gentlemen behind the steering wheel, and a split second for them is like a whole year. Just that is an ugly one closing up there on his shoulder. It's coming back into the gully where it's safe. It's coming up the channel. I could use this dead time and drop some information about the Carry Cat in here, but not today. The launching is quite exciting. So let's concentrate on what the skippers are doing and see how he's going towards that backline. Is he going to make it in time? Yes. It feels like this video is in a loop, but trust me, it's not. This is a continuous one launch edit. He's going very close to that foamy. He's running through that whitewater, guys. It's very deceiving. There's very little traction, propulsion in that whitewater. But he's got the power. He's got through it. Happy hunting, enjoy the day. Next one is Climax, our 800 Sea Cat. In this low light conditions, the image stabilizer just takes a while to kick in, and then every time I shift, the image stabilizer loses track of the vessel again. But it's all exciting, all in good fun. That is the flagship for Yamaha. It's got the Stage 4 Helmsmaster on board. You can basically, with those two motors, you can crawl sideways into a current or just stop at one spot and fish. It's amazing what it can do. Looks like they've got all the outriggers on, so they probably go for deep water. If I look at the rods that they spread out there, they're gonna go marlin hunting. It's Johan's speciality with the crew. I don't know if it's his normal crew that he's got on board. I think they are preparing for the next angling competition, doing some exercise runs here. Oh, that's going to be wet. How are you going to manage that one? That's a big mother. Yep, all over. Luckily it's a Seacat 800 with two 200 4-stroke Yamahas on the back. It can handle it. Doesn't mean you don't make me nervous, but anyway, happy hunting, enjoy the day. By now Dark Horse was pushed already. It's a F200 with two 130 Yamahas on the back. If they do gonna launch tomorrow, we're gonna see them with a tracker on the beach, spearing the Land Cruiser. He's bringing down the Landini is already en route from Transvaal. Of course, it might be that we're running to Mopel on 4 launches this year with the estuary mouth, but the estuary mouth is still hanging there, and the Flozy River in flood says it can stay open. Dark Horse is right in the midst of things at the moment. Don't know how he's going to handle that. It's ugly all around him. He tends to keep it nice and calm on his shoulder, waiting it for it to dissipate as he runs north. He's going to turn into it by now. F200 handling it nicely on its haunches. That's just going to be, no, he got a nice saddle over. That is throttle control. Happy hunting, enjoy the day. While watching 2025 on Advantage Charter 1 9-meter Bencat with 2 V6 4-stroke Suzuki's on the back. Those are 250 horsepower each. Guys, that is power. That is real power here for surf launching. I know there's guys with 300 and 325 horsepower, but that's on a really heavy big boats with a lot of equipment. That boat has got minimum equipment. It's a whale watching platform. It don't need a lot of weight. It needs to carry fuel and a way to find its way home. So that's the basics. They do have some sort of a depth sounder fish finder on board, but it's only to find out where they are in relation to the reefs at the bottom, so that they know where to expect to have the whales. The whales has got certain reefs that they use for barnacle and parasite removal, and other reefs that they travel along as a railway road track or a highway or however they navigate. I must still look into that as well. There's so many new things that I can learn. I don't need to stagnate on just this. This is going to be a long launch. I can see Seamus. He's not going to go for a bumpy ride today. Of course, if you run for that gap, oh, he's going to take the gap. He's going to take the gap. It's not going to be that long of a launch. A little bit of a spray on the nose. You can see him swinging on the steering wheel there. He's still holding back. He's still waiting for the sets to wash through. So as I said, in the brown water, we're up high. I'm about 20 meters above the launch site where I'm standing. That's why I used the maximum zoom. That's why the image is so shaking, is because I wanted this angle so we can see more what the skippers are up against. Getting some confident back from the Transvaal skippers that is avoiding St. Lucia, because St. Lucia has got this bad reputation of being dangerous and difficult to launch. Just because I use my voice to make it exciting for you guys, you can hear that I tamed down a lot on the excitement that I generate, because we need the people to come to St. Lucia. It's good if we get the views, but then the people bugger off to Sodwana and Cape Vidal and Mozambique, because apparently they can't handle the excitement for watching the videos. Guys, put off my voice and put some nice trumpet music on the background, Herb Albert or something like that. Relax. It's not that difficult. Remember, I get paid by the view. So I'm trying to make it exciting as possible so I can get to 14 and 20,000 views, which doesn't happen very often. These videos are actually only financially viable at 100 and 1,000 views and plus, and there's only a few videos of mine that reach that. To get to 60,000, I have to really make it excitement and make it feel like you're sitting on the edge of your seat. But apparently that's not good for business. So I'm taming my narration down so that people can relax and see it's not so difficult to launch at St. Lucia. Just make sure your buoyancy test is done properly. You've checked your hull for water, and that you know your whereabouts on the boat. If you're only a once in a blue moon fisherman, then I don't think this is the type of launches that you have to subject yourself to, especially not August, September, October. No, I won't suggest St. Lucia for launching. If the St. Lucia estuary mouth closed now, all the farmers is going to flood again, so I'm not wishing for that. But yeah, there's much more boats launching if they launch from Mapelon Bay. It's much safer from Mapelon Bay, but it's not as exciting. It's not as exciting. Come on, Sean, I'm running out of breath here. I don't have much more to tell the people. I don't have any specs on the Bencat, any write-ups to read or anything. The only thing I can tell you about the Bencat is what I know, what I've seen here and what I've experienced about it. Why are we waiting? Why are we waiting? Yes, that is why we're waiting, Petrus. That's why we're waiting. Do you want to put that boat into that wave? Don't be crazy. Let the skipper do his work. Be patient. Play some background music. Relax. Okay, that's a gap. That's a gap. Go, go, go. No, go. Go. Yes, go, 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 go. It's almost too late. Look, there's another one standing up. You see? Almost too late. What you gonna do now? Okay, okay. Yep, okay, fine. We saw that with Blinkwater. It can be done. Happy while watching. Enjoy the trip. Nice launch.
Are dim, got a big wide world for us to swim. Through the forest rivers flow, so much wonder what
Guys and gals, if you like this video, please hit the super thanks button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button or join our community.